That's right, Gabriel. It is Spencer Schwellenbach bobblehead night, and take a look at this. I got my hands on one here. We got the front, we got the back going on. And you said it best, Brad. The Champions Dinner, the defending champion Scotty Scheffler is back, ready to defend his title. The #1 golfer in the world took some practice swings on the first 9 this morning. What can Burke County football fans expect this season in the fall, especially for these new guys to step up, like you just said?
Well, that's a good question right there.
When you made your debut back to the Green Jackets, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. So how were you feeling out there? What was working well for you that day?
I felt really good out there. I was pretty flowy.
Well, if you like offense, this game certainly was for you. The Georgia Bulldogs outlasted Ole Miss 43-35 in a back-and-forth thriller. Here at SRP Park, we have the little baseballs at the tables here. I think we have some baseball players inside. Is there anything else that you want to share maybe to baseball players in specific that want to take that next step in their careers?
Well, I think, I'm biased to baseball that is similar to life.
Football season is here. We welcome you to the Football Friday Night Preview Show here at Television Park for yet another exciting season on the gridiron here. I'm Gianna Cefalu. Now, an NFL Pro Hall of Famer was in town tonight as guest speaker for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Coaches Appreciation Dinner. That is Mike Singletary, who was a linebacker for the Chicago Bears in the 1980s. It's been quite the 72 hours for Lakeside golfer Hamilton Coleman, coming off a U.S. Junior Amateur Championship. South Carolina, the Strom Thurmond Rebels and the North Augusta Yellow Jackets, 2 undefeated teams, with the Rebels trying to avenge last year's 14-7 loss. The Augusta men's basketball team hosted Payne College for the Richmond County Education Day game, a popular one, especially for those kids in attendance.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, Saturday's Braves game against the Colorado Rockies was a full circle moment for Evans native Chase Dolander. The Rockies starting pitcher made his Truist Park debut in front of over 30 friends and family. From Greenbrier High School to playing at Tennessee and now pitching in the big leagues, Chase Dolander has achieved his lifelong dream.
Super proud. He's worked very hard, and he's given up a lot of free time to be able to do it. You spoke of sacrifices, and that was one of them.
His childhood was filled with endless practices, travel ball, and plenty of pitching sessions on the high school and college level.
He had a wonderful pitching coach in high school, Mark Turner, and he really helped him a lot. One of the best pitching coaches in the country was there, so that really helped to shape his pitches, really help him get more control.
Dolander may not have grabbed the victory for the Rockies on Saturday, but having his family support was the biggest win.
Haven't been able to see a lot of them in a long time, so it was really good to be able to see them. And then on top of that, and you just kind of gives you a little boost of adrenaline when you go out there and you hear your name being called, and you can obviously hear them screaming. So it was awesome to have them here.
That boost of adrenaline allowed him to pitch 6 innings with 4 strikeouts, 3 earned runs on 97 pitches.
Having a laser focus on the mitt and trying to pepper the mitt every time. Obviously, it's harder to do that. It's easier said than done. But the fact that I was able to kind of hone it in the last few innings, I think is a really good sign.
A solid outing that Dolander will always remember in front of the people that got him to this point in his career.
Oh, it's next level exciting, to see somebody who loved playing the game growing up and the work that he's put into it to get to this level. And then having all the support that he's had for everybody around is just amazing.
I owe them a lot. I owe them everything, honestly. I wouldn't be here without a lot of them, so just the support system.
What a day it was at the MLB All-Star Futures game in Atlanta. Grovetown native and pitcher Hayden Harris on the mound, former Georgia Bulldog Charlie Condon representing the National League, and also a local umpire from the CSRA working the first base at the Futures game. On the MLB Network broadcast, you may have noticed Elliot Melton, an Evans High School grad who was one of 4 umpires chosen to work this special event.
So I'll be lying if I say I hadn't thought about having the phone call or just getting the opportunity to work this before. But when I did get the phone call from the supervisor, it was kind of like a surreal feeling because I had thought about it and I had the idea maybe that they would think about giving me this opportunity.
The players themselves had a massive opportunity to showcase their skill set. Georgia natives Hayden Harris and Charlie Condon were lucky enough to play in front of their friends and family.
Being able to get them in and experience, a game that I'm going to look back on at some point, it's awesome to be able to share that moment with them.
A coaching staff full of guys that I grew up watching and idolizing, and now getting to spend time with them and share a field with them was a really special experience.
Harris had some words of encouragement to high school baseball players who wish to play professional baseball one day.
Keep playing. Maybe you'll have to make decisions on the position you play. I was a center fielder. Loved being a position guy, but ended up making the smart decisions that kept me playing, and being able to pitch in college and then now in pro ball. Just keep showing up. If you love it and no one's telling you to stop, you might as well just keep on going.
The National League came out with a 4-2 victory, but it's just the beginning for the two Georgia Stars.
Everybody here, even though it's an all-star game, every single guy in this locker room still wants to win every game they play. And so, that competitive nature is kind of always going to be there.
Having, those guys behind me got behind the plate, and I'm looking forward to seeing them all, hopefully for a long time.